so cute. Just came here. Started new life. Start fresh. I ended up dealing with being raped and hopping from person's bed to bed. Being homeless. I press charges on the person. Putting myself with trusting people. July 22nd, 2023. And I came here July 15th. And this is what happens. I came here just to work. Thinking about starting school. While I'm in school and working, I was like, I'm gonna go and start getting my driver's license, all those things. And I ended up doing that. Everybody keeps asking me, saying they want me to go over the same story. But why can't you just call your family? And I just said I left from a bad situation. They are telling me to go back to the same thing. It feels like nobody can help me. Oh my Lord. Touched to me. Every day seems to sleep with a bunch of needles in the bathroom. God, how am I gonna do this? All this stuff I went through this whole past week, and I'm trying to figure out how am I even gonna have shelter? Where am I gonna go? I don't even know if they won't allow me to stay here till Monday, till a place opens up and they can admit me to a shelter. I literally am by myself. I don't have family members to call. The closest thing I technically now have to family is that lady that helps me. She'll keep checking up on me. She'll come and visit. She just was here. And she was okay. She don't have to do that. This lady came out of nowhere like an angel and prayed for me. She didn't have to do that. She could have just was like, okay, let Pat take you, and I'll be off on my way. And you do what you gotta do. Then some dude hit me up talking about something. You know, if I need a place to stay, I can chill with him. And when I told that lady on the phone what that dude said, man, she told me I knew when she was off of me. She sounded like my mother. She was like, you just dealt with me and taken advantage of multiple times. Just left a bad situation. Do not hop in nobody's car. I understand you're homeless. She's homeless too. But she's living in her car. I understand you're homeless, but do not go in another person's car. And she was saying she felt she's feeling and hearing from the Holy Spirit. God let her know that if you hop in a nice car and you trust anything in the car, this time you're gonna find yourself dead somewhere. I've seen that before. But that was just popping in my mind, my vision. Like God showed me, like it'll say something on the news screen saying, like a female found dead in Georgia. I believed her when she said that because all these things in the stand only wanted to get my number because I was able to attract to me. What makes you think a man who's attracted to you is sexually? Every man gonna rape you. Belly's trying to touch you. He got my number for a reason. It had me thinking to myself, this is another trick. The devil's trying to stand and question me. Why is all these men keep I'm in need of shelter. All these dudes keep offering me a place to stay. The devil's going to use what you truly need at the moment, what you are in need of. He's going to try to throw it in your face. And he's going to purposely send people with bad intentions to you. Because God has a purpose for you. It's to be in a better situation, a better place. But how you going to get there, how you going to have that breakthrough if you're dead. Or if you're hooked on drugs and you're a prostitute. I can't meet the goals of my life and careers and the things I want to be in life. If I'm dead somewhere, I won't have the family that I want. I won't have the husband. I won't have the kids. I don't want you to drink me. I won't be able to help people in life. If I'm dead somewhere. You're the one in need. I can't hop in nobody's car and trust every person that claims to smile on my face. This season is meant to teach me to stop trusting everybody because the real world is there's people in this world that will love you and there's people in this world that will want to hurt you. The those are people that really used by the devil. Those people that hurt me, left me out for dead. I haven't had suicide on my mind in over a minute, and after dealing with this, I'm not gonna lie, I was contemplating just killing myself. This dude contacts me, asks me if I want money. Oh, he got some money for me. And I felt it in my gut, I felt it in my spirit, and it popped up in my head. This is a trick. He's tricking you. He's trying to set you up. And it popped up in my mind, he's trying to set you up. And then if you agree to take some money, guess what? He gonna try to lure you to a place that you that. He gonna try to kill you or something. And I don't know, it just popped up in my mind that he was gonna set me up. It was just a setup. Whether it was a setup, he was gonna do that, or set up as in he wanted to have physical message evidence and phone calls of me and him. Calls me again at like 6 a.m. talking about something. He called me like 3 to 4 times, 3 times talking about something. I got some money for you. He never ever offered money to me. The only times he could have called me a lift so I could go. He would personally have me hopping in my last time I hopping on the bus, walking around this heat getting lost, and he still wouldn't lend no money to help send a lift to me, even though he wanted me to come over to his place. But all of a sudden you trying to lend me money and you wasn't trying to lend me money before. You was fine with me walking in the heat. It's gonna be okay. But I've only been here for now 8 days. Imagine just coming here and on your like 4th day of being here we get raped. I was in Georgia for 5 days. On the 5th day I get raped. I felt guilty at first. I was like, I don't want to press charges. He's young. I might end up ruining his life. I even asked the nurse when they was investigating me. I said, is it wrong if I press charges, if I go through it? And she was like, let me tell you something. You're not wrong. Don't ever ask yourself that. Don't ever think you're wrong for trying to press charges on someone that hurt you. I was like, I know, but I feel like I would be ruining their life. Like, and she's like, they should have thought about that before they did that.
Hello. Hi, I'm Kim. I'm the night nurse.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
So we know that you're waiting for placement, right? And you've been making the phone calls?
Yeah, I called Pad that called here. So far nobody responded, and then I called those places. Some of them weren't open because the fact that it's Saturday, and then one of them that did answer, it was like Serenity's house, and the women's shelter, and she responded, but she was like there was no open availability.
Okay.
So because Pat was saying that they would be able to give me the Salvation Army, but they were saying that they would be the ones financially providing for my bed, because it's like you have to pay to be in there.
Oh.
But yeah, they pay for the beds. And I called the lady that brought me in here, but she didn't respond. And I left a message for I think the case manager, case worker for Pad and stuff that they signed me to regarding that. But she didn't respond. So at this point, I'm like, okay,
just waiting on people to call back.
Yeah. And
so what's going on with your family? Do you have? You don't have? I understand you come from New Jersey, correct? And do you have family in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I left there originally because it wasn't a good environment. That happened.
You've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
So what's with your parents now? That's not your parents are not a safe space.
I left there because of that. I thought my father was before I left there. My plan wasn't even to go to a different state. I was actually hoping to crash with like my dad or something, because his girlfriend, I have a good relationship with her. So I thought, okay, this, that's her place. She will allow me to be there. And he just kept making excuses of why I couldn't. And then when he found out that the stuff I was dealing with at home, he didn't care. So I was like, okay, let me contact some of my siblings that aren't living in the household, like my sisters, see if I could crash there. Everyone had an excuse as to why I couldn't crash there. So I was like, okay, I clearly don't have a place to go. So I was like, okay, and I'm not staying here. So I just, it led me to having to leave. And that's what I did.
22?
Yeah.
What part of Jersey were you in? What do you think the plan is going to be from here on out? even like just to get a job and try to build from here?
Yeah, that was honestly my plan. Like I was literally was going to roommate and do all that, and it led me to a situation where that happened. And then after he did that, I'm now stuck outside, and now I end up running into this guy who did drugs, and I end up sleeping in. I don't know if you know what a bando is.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a trap house with crackheads.
Oh.
Yeah, I was literally laying on the floor. And after that situation, and he ended up leading me to another apartment we could sleep at and crash at. Ended up being in a place that he didn't even own. I thought that was his place. And I was like, I have to leave from here. And I started leaving. I was at Petro, the gas station, and that's where that lady seen me. And that's what she called. And basically, I wasn't aware of it, but basically that guy was planning on basically trying to pimp me out. And because I didn't realize it, I thought this guy was like trying to be my friend, and she seen, because she said she's aware of it. She knows that.
So there's always going to be some underlying situation,
Yeah, and she called and she was like, she felt like this girl was about to get sex trafficked because these two guys, and this guy, he literally kept following me. Like he was not trying to let me go. Like I was, like the lady was trying to pray for me. He was telling me like, don't go near her. Like, why are you trying to talk to her? He kept trying to bring me back to that car, like at the car that they be having like sex in, like with these prostitutes. And that lady was like, she lives in her car, and she was seeing that the stuff that they was doing last night, and I wasn't aware of it. And she was telling me that they were gonna, like, this guy's gonna end up doing something like that to you. Like, you don't need to be around it. And that's what led me here, because they told me to get checked out for like the rape kit, and my leg was messed up a little bit from walking a lot, and then they ended up calling me back.
We're not going to let you go until you get a safe space. Okay, so no worries about that. Always in the future, know that if you feel like you're lost or whatever, or you don't have nowhere to go, always go to the emergency room, because they will get a social worker like you're doing now, and it's try to get your help and get you in that situation. Okay. If we don't hear anything back, we just have to wait. It's just like a waiting game. It's Saturday, so but I'll keep you posted. Just eat, get you some rest, and take it from there.
So it is July 23rd, 2023, Sunday. And this is why I can't trust people. That lady that called the pad, called the people, just trying to ignore it, but when she would do stuff like, when she was telling the story of how she met me, like to the people, she first said, oh, she seen me with 4 guys, and I'm like, it was 2, really just 1. And I'm just like, I'm ignoring it because I'm like, maybe she's trying to dramatize it a bit so that they can hurry become like a split second, like something so serious. But even describe it, she says stuff like, she dropped her son off. She was here because she dropped her son off. And she went and seen me. She decided she was about to pull off and she seen me. But then as time goes on and she's saying her story again, even when she's telling me it, it then went from she dropped her son off to then, oh, I was in my car. I stay at that parking lot spot and I sleep in my car. And I witnessed it. I'm just thinking in my head, how did you go from I stay in my car and I witnessed and I see you to then you was only there because you dropped your son off. And you was about to pull off and then you all of a sudden looked up and see me. Even when we was in the car and she was talking about how she don't have a relationship with her kids. Her 2 sons don't have a relationship with her. But then she's telling me that she dropped her son off. Which is weird. That's the car she was riding with her son. So I'm like, okay. After calling those people, she was contacting me in the car. She said something like she dealt with. She said that she gotta put money in her car, to keep the gas running and stuff like that. And all of a sudden she leaves. I mean, she's in the car and she's like saying how she smoked weed, this and that. She's been a while where she hasn't smoked weed and stuff like that. It's been a while. And she'll say stuff like, you know, she gotta do what she gotta do to make money or something. She said something. I'm thinking, hey, in order for you to keep that gas on me, that requires money. And she was making it seem as though she does something, and that's how she is able, because she spends money on dubs, and that's a little off to me. This lady is saying a lot of stuff that was running off in the wrong way because. Hey.
Hey. You on the phone?
No, I was trying to document.